Hello again, I am Blunty, and I spent nearly 27 hours. Excuse me, you're right there? What a boy? Okay, doing a thing here. Okay. Hi! Where was I? Oh yeah, 27 hours streaming Monster Hunter Rise on Xbox and PlayStation over the last weekend. Thank you very much to the drop-ins who normally watch my stuff around here or found my Monster Hunter stuff here recently and came to the stream to thank me for those videos, telling me how useful they were. I appreciate that very much. And yes, by the way, regulars around here, I do stream regularly every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, my time, over on Twitch. I keep getting people dropping in on my stream and go, oh, I just stumbled across your stream. I didn't realize you streamed. I watch you on YouTube. I've been watching you on YouTube for years. I didn't realize you streamed. I don't know how. I mention it from time to time. It's in the lower third. See, look, right there, the Twitch channel. It's at the end screen as well. So yeah, reminder that I stream and you might want to come hang out and chill out and ask live questions. I don't know. Or just, watch me play the game. Anyway, let's have a chat about Monster Hunter newbie mistakes that have been driving me insane over the last 3 days of streaming. Well, okay, maybe not driving me insane. That's a bit of hyperbole. I actually had quite a lot of fun watching newbies learn by doing. You can see them learning. You can see them make mistakes and then try to correct that mistake. It's fantastic to watch and really exciting to know or see this evidence that there's a whole new batch of players discovering this excellent game that I love so much and have loved so much for a couple of years now on Switch and PC. Plus, watching the newbies make the occasional goofy mistake has been amazing accidental comedy from hello again, what a boy, right? Amazing accidental comedy for stream. We're having a good laugh at silly mistakes people learn because, well, they don't know any better, and that's part of this game. You got to learn by doing. It's fantastic. But based on how often I was asked during those streams, certain things from viewers who are either new players to Rise or to Monster Hunter in general, and we're just popping in the stream for a bit of, live help, a bit of back and forth, or just things I observed while playing. There are 3 big things I really wish I had included in my original tips and helper videos that I published last week before launch for this game on PlayStation and Xbox. Firstly, the training area. The game actually doesn't open up the training area by default for you, and there's no tutorial that leads you there, I don't think. So you have to come down here. You have to, come down to this little area here, or the fast travel here. I'll just do what I did, walk. And, the game leads you here because you need to speak to this guy, and you need to speak to this guy, and you need to speak to this little chappie over here who's taking just a little snack break right now. And you need to speak to Rondine and everything. And here's a little boat here. And you may be mistaken for thinking this boat is just a little flavor. It's a little decoration like, these boxes here. Or actually, this shrine here is not decoration. Hey, once you meet Magnamallo in the story quest, come to the shrine. Because there's a thing in here you can get. I'm not going to tell you anything about it, but yeah. Keep an eye on that shrine after you beat Magnamallo. Anyway, so there's a little boat down here, and you're thinking, oh, that's just a little flavor. It's down by the docks, and it's a little seaside thing. But no, once you get close enough to it, pop over, move where? Where the hell is this going to take me? Well, get in the boat, and it takes you to the training area. After you've done that once, the training area will be in your fast travel location, but it doesn't appear there unless you use the boat first. Which is a little bit of a gotcha thing. And I don't know why they hide this training area so efficiently, because it is a really, really, really well-designed training area. You've got sort of siege weapons up here you can have a little play with. They're not particularly useful here, but, they're here just in case you want to have a little go at them. You've got all these ropes and vines and things around here where you can practice your navigation, because you can actually climb across these and dash across the top of them and things like that. There's a little bit of secret way up the back there. I'm not going to tell you about that, but if you're adventurous enough, you can climb all the way up there, and there's a lovely little secret up there. I've got little wire bugs dashing around the place here to practice your big movement things. And of course, the training dummy, who, it's not just a big dummy that sits there with a blank stare waiting for you to poke it. If you go into your menu, you can also go into training options, and you can do all kinds of different behavior. You can make his head go low if you want to practice your head strikes. You can make him face different directions. You can make him track the player's movement like a real monster would. So he turns to face you at all times, so you can practice your positioning a bit better. You've got different actions, like it'll spit a projectile at you or do a stomp, so you can practice your tremor blocking and counter moves and things like that. And, you can move the targets and his little hands and things like that. And you can give yourself infinite wire bugs, so you can really, really practice your wire bug usage. It's an excellent little training dummy that I really, really like. and has been really, really useful to me in learning various weapons, learning my combos, practicing different ways to combine my moves, practicing my counter moves and everything. It's fantastic. And over here, you've got the range, so you can practice leading your targets. Let's go over and switch over to... So you can, yeah, learn how to aim on moving targets, track your targets. You can... It's just, come on, this is an excellent training area, and the game just hides it from you. It's ridiculous. So that's very frustrating. I taught, like, I don't know, maybe a dozen different people how to get to that training area over the 3 days of streams. Because I would talk about it. You know, people would come in, oh, I can't figure out how to use this weapon. How do I do this combo? How do I do this combo? Well, you know, you tell them and you go, oh, you can also practice at the training area. And they go, training area? What training area? I would have to lead the way down there. Now, the next thing, we're going to have to go on a hunt for me to show you. Now, one of the other major sort of etiquette things, I suppose you could call it, that a lot of newbies haven't learned, and this is not something the game needs to teach you, this is something that sort of the community has agreed upon as the correct behavior. But you're really going to annoy a lot of players unless you know this, because there's something important you have to know about sleep. So there's a status in the game called sleep. The monster literally goes to sleep. This can be caused by monster from your buddy weapons. You can equip those with sleep things. You've got hunter weapons you can cause sleep. There are a few different ways you can cause sleep. For the purposes of this, I'm going to use a sleep toad to put this Anjanath to sleep here. So we're just going to sneak up on him here. Get in front of him. Doodle-doo. Hi, guy. And pop a sleep toad. Boop. Oh, and he roared, which means I'm going to go to sleep. God damn it. No, I'm fine. When a monster goes to sleep, the wake-up hit you do does a tremendously boosted damage. So the idea is you want to do a big, big wake-up hit, so the end of a combo or something on the head. So there are a few weapons that are really good at it. The Great Sword is really good at it. You got the 1-5 from the Gun Lance is really good at it. Anyway, you get the point. There are a few weapons you can sort of wind up a combo standing away and, you know, target it so the last hit smacks in the head. If you don't know how to do that, you haven't practiced that, go to the training area, practice how to, you know, practice your spacing. Okay, so I've moved across to the training area just to make this easier to demonstrate for you while I talk at the same time, because obviously the monsters don't stay asleep permanently. And anyway, here we go. So let's pretend this guy's asleep. Monster's snoring away. There's little bubbles popping out of his nose. Cutie beauty. So the idea is the instant the monster goes to sleep, everyone stops attacking, because you don't want to waste your wake up hit by doing a little, you know, pop on the foot or something for nothing damage. You want to get your maximum damage possible. So when the monster goes to sleep, you go ahead and you pull out your barrel bombs. Do not use the small barrel bomb. They auto-ignite. So large barrel bomb. And you want to put these at the monster's head, but not in the way of the monster's head. Because again, the first tick of damage is the bit that gets the boosted wake-up hit damage. And you don't want that to be a barrel, because the barrel does a fixed amount of damage that is a lot less than what some weapons are capable of. So, you want to put your barrels just behind the monster's head on one side, and make sure, however the monster's laying, there's a nice clear path for the wake-up, weapon to do a strike on the head, but also cross the barrels. And if you're also playing a light bowgunner like me, you can do another thing as well. You can pop down your little pook landmines here, pook and pook, because they do a little extra damage when they pop as well. It's not a lot more, but it's just a little more. Now, I don't have a particularly strong wake-up hit, so when I'm soloing asleep like this, I will just put down the barrels and throw a kunai, honk. You can see there a big burst of damage. That will be multiplied, of course, if you get a hit on the head with a big weapon. Again, like a great sword. Great swords love doing wake-up hits. Don't take the wake-up hit away from the great sword. So yeah, pay attention when a monster goes to sleep. Stop your attacking immediately, so it does go to sleep. If you waste the wake-up hit, people are going to be grouchy at you. Right, now then, the last secret technique that you need to know to be an efficient hunter is how to mount transfer. And this is something that I had to explain a lot on my streams as well. Because again, the game doesn't teach you this necessarily explicitly, but it is extremely well to know. So, detonate on. I'll hunt target monster here. So let's say we get a handy little mount on him. Whoop. Chunk. So you trigger the mount. You ride the Riven. But you want to get maximum damage. You want to attack this guy with another monster in order to get the parts to break off, so you can get to the stuff you need. So, what do? Well, you take it to another monster nearby. Don't travel across the entire map looking for another monster. Oh, he just zoned. There he goes. Yeah, don't travel across the entire map to look for another monster to do this with, because you'll just annoy everyone who's got weapon buffs going. But yeah, you know the move where you know it would smash into a wall? Use that on another monster. Honk. And they will mount instantly. See that? Instantly rideable mount, just by smacking one monster into another one. So now I can attack my target monster and get all my part breaks. Now, the ideal way to do this would be to get 3 big hits from Tetranadon onto Bunny Boy here before you do the mount transfer. That way you get the maximum part breaks off Bunny Boy. Because you can only break off 3 shinies per mount. So you break off the 3 shinies, then you do the mount transfer. And that will maximize the number of part drops you get, and it will maximize the damage you can do on your target monster. That is the efficient way to do that. But once again, don't chase across the entire map looking for another monster. If he's in the next zone, like right next door, feel free to do it. Because otherwise, you're going to annoy the other players. Because some people might have buffs on their weapon, insect glaive users, some people have full gauges at timeout, things like that. And, you know, they maximize their damage. They don't want to chase down the monster while that stuff runs out. That's just annoying. Now you know how to transfer the mount. Mount transfer. Essential secret business to know. And I really wish I'd included that, well, in particular in my guide videos, because, again, it is a super big opportunity for extra damage, extra part breaks, and of course, every mount ends with a monster down, flailing around on the ground, so you can just pile on the extra damage there. It is a huge opportunity, and you don't want to waste it. So there you go. Hopefully this is useful too. I am Blunty, and yes, again, I do stream, regularly stream every week, 3 days a week on the weekends. Over on twitch.tv/bluntnate. So hopefully I'll see you there. I might even do some midweek streams off my usual schedule because I really want to keep playing this on the new consoles. I'm having such a good time, so streaming is a nice excuse to do that and, you know, call it work, I suppose. So thank you as always. Hopefully you found this useful, entertaining, informative. Share it with people so they know. Share it with the newbies so they know. They need to know. The newbies need to know. Thank you as always to the patrons scrolling up above there. I am Blunty, and I will catch you next time. Happy hunting. Oh, one more thing. At the end of a hunt, 10 seconds to go, jump up, hang. If you do this, you skip the ending animation of a hunt. I'm not on a hunt I can finish right now, but yeah. When the timer counts to 10, give it another 5. You go whoop, and you hang, and you will skip the animation that normally plays at the end of a hunt, where you sort of play with your pets or something. It saves you like 5 seconds, but if you're farming a hunt, you know, you don't have to watch that animation every time. You can skip that. Final tip. There we go. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'm Blunty. Catch you next time. Thank you to the patrons scrolling above there. Catch you next time.